Hi! The dog's all going to perk up now because I started talking. So, what are we going to do today? Hi! Hey! Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. Hey, I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. We're here for another anti-MLM reaction, and today we're looking at Monat Australia. Let me just fluff this bun up. We are looking at some Australian Monat ladies, and they are going to be talking about the opportunity and especially a little bit of a focus on the founders' shares, which I'd like to talk about, as well as the compensation plan, because they've been having some events here for the ladies to make sure they, to keep them hungry for the ranking. All right. So we're going to break it down. And what else? Try and, let you know more about these persuasive devices that the people use. I'm going to go over here. Okay. I'm going to blur these faces because these people are not huge. One person has 1,600 followers. The other person has... Is it going to pop up for me? She's got 2,600. So they're only small, Alright, let's get into this.
Anyway, gonna see if Maddie is on today. There she is. So excited to chat. Thank you. So yeah, I'm so excited to chat today because obviously we met for the first time the other night. We're at our Meet Monat event, and it was so amazing. Like, they had product launches and samples for any guests that we had. The Range Rover was there, which was so cool. And yeah, it was just an amazing day. And I think it's just so nice to go to these events and just connect with, like-minded women. And hey, do you sell alpacas? Is that one of your mates?
Friends being
They've just said, so sorry for the little break there. They've just said their hellos, and I'm doing amazing. Are you doing amazing? I'm doing amazing. Everything's amazing because we're not allowed to talk about anything negative. All right.
Yeah. So basically I was just gonna kind of start by saying the same thing. The other night at that event, it was amazing. I think it's really cool, we follow each other on social media, but then meeting one another, in real life. And it all being in person just makes it all so surreal, and it makes everything feel more real than what it actually is as well. So that was really cool. And yeah, the event was incredible. Like, Jen and Mel both did such an amazing job at, setting all of that up and having everything there and organised for us, and, the release of the new products and our training and everything. Yeah, it was amazing. It was so good.
So there is a reason why those people have organised stuff for you and why it's so amazing, and it's love bombing. Okay, that's for starters. All right, that's where we're hitting you with the emotion to say that look at what they've done, they really love us, they appreciate us, but it's because you're making money for them. It's not for any other reason. Okay, they need to keep their distributors happy and making them feel. That works in any job, okay? That works in absolutely any job. Where did that go? What is happening? Okay, that's alright. And the Range Rover. It's all about putting these little dreams into their heads, and it's the dangle, like, here, this could happen for you. Look, here's a Range Rover. You might be able to qualify for this, maybe, but you got to work hard.
Such a good night.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to kind of start and tell like a bit of my story, I suppose. So before I started working with Monat, I was working shift work. So I'm a registered midwife. I had gone back to uni 2 years ago to do my Bachelor of Nutrition as well, which I'm due to graduate end of this year. And the reason that I went back to uni was because I knew that I didn't want to work shift work for the rest of my life. I'm such a routine person and I'm an early morning person. So the shift work really got to me quite early on. There were actually some personal reasons that I stopped working as a midwife end of last year. And then everything kind of fell into place after that. When I stopped working, all of these new opportunities kind of presented themselves. And now here I am. So when I was working shift work, it's really hard to kind of work around.
Look, Australians, for some reason, our go-to voice filler is I say it a lot too, but I try to cut mine out because I'm making a video because I can edit it. So I just can be a little bit annoying, but honestly, it happens to all of us. And it's so awful when I hear these stories of these people who have trained in an area and they've left it for an MLM. Like, there's no longevity in it, especially with how Australia's medical system is working. Like, I'm a state employee as well, and nurses are state employees generally as well. We do have some private nurses, but it's a really safe job to have, and it has excellent benefits and uh, an excellent superannuation plan. So look, you're just not going to get that sort of value outside of a salaried job, okay? Because you still have to pay taxes as a worker, and you have to pay your own super, you have to pay your own everything, you know? And shift work's hard, but, they say it, choose your hard.
Your family and your friends because you've got to work your rostered amount of shifts every fortnight. And my partner is a real estate agent, so he works really big hours. So it was really hard for us to try and find time to organise dates and plan things together before we were living together as well. So I was actually told about this by Georgia, Ralph, and I knew her and I know her husband. Growing up, we all played basketball together. And when she told me about this, obviously, I trust her and she's an awesome girl. So I was like, look, why not? She told me that all the products are vegan and cruelty free, and I'm vegan myself as well. So that was a big selling point to me.
Okay, it sounds like someone took advantage of her and it was like, oh, and it was someone she trusted, and that sucks so much because uh it could be something that does actually ruin a relationship in the end if she leaves or if they leave. But what we're going to check out now, we're going to check out a vegan hair care products because she talked about the vegan hair care being a major factor for her. And looky here, we've got Trio. It's 3 shampoo and conditioner and hair mask for $32.52. We've got a double shampoo and conditioner, $59.90. We've got Native. We've got Argan oil shampoo. We've got Curel, Finola. Oh, Finola. That's the one that Chelsea likes. So the Finola No Orange Vegan Mask, $44.95. I didn't realise we could get Finola in Australia. There you go. All right. Well and truly, like ridiculously under the Monat price, and this one here is 1 litre. So if that's $64, some Monat prices. Monat shampoo prices. A set of 3 here that I've pressed on is $191 on Etsy. Why is it being sold on Etsy? Do, 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 do. Look at the other questions. I have to go back to that. Rejuva beads. Okay, so support. I thought that my people from Monat did actually get any damage in their hair. Okay, so it is 237 milliliters, and the Finola is 1 liter. It's like it's nearly 4 times the size, and it's only like $20 more. God damn it. That is so expensive. That's crazy. It's so out of it's so out of touch. All right. Well, I'm going to keep that up because look, vegan hair care is not unaffordable. All right. It is affordable. You can get it, and it's not. You don't have to go to You don't have to go to an MLM to get vegan hair care.
Didn't have, a specific hair or skincare routine before that anyway. And I really kind of wanted to take responsibility and, get my butt into action and look after my hair and skin a little bit better. And the fact that they were vegan, and toxin free and all that kind of stuff, I am pretty mindful of what I put in my body as well. So that was another thing that really drew me towards that. And then she said, basically you can make an income online, through helping others, sharing them with family, friends. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. It's an opportunity that sounds like it could be amazing. I said yes. I wanted to wait and try the products before I shared anything about them because I just didn't feel like I could do that before. Obviously started using them and I'm obsessed. They're incredible. And I was like, this is amazing. I'm going to make it work, and have kind of, or have been.
Okay, so we've got some persuasive techniques happening right now, and we've got one that's called weasel words. Okay, and what they are is they are specific words that are used in conjunction with a certain thing, okay, within a certain context, really. And whenever people talk about the product with Monat, it's always obsessed. Everybody's always obsessed, okay? They don't lead with the words, I love them, they're very good, my hair's so fantastic, blah, blah, blah. Always obsessed. I'm freaking obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with these products. Now, that's actually universal. I hear that about nearly every single product that anyone ever uses. Even the IGenius people say, I'm obsessed with this. You're obsessed with an educational system that you have to watch? It's just weird. But it's a word that's used that is the coded word. Like, our product is good, I love it. Yeah? And the other thing that we've got happening here is she said that she didn't have a system for her hair and hair and skin routine, right? And that means that she's a really good person to talk to other people who don't have that same thing, where they are, new to hair care, skincare, that sort of thing. So it's a way of getting past objections. Let me say that a bit more clearly, hey? Objections? That's still not clear. What the hell's wrong with my mouth? And what they'll have a big list of things, okay, that people will say to, not join. And one of them could be, oh, look, I don't really have a hair or skincare routine. I'm not really about it. And she can say, that was me, that I was like that. I didn't have a routine, blah, 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 blah. So she would be a really good person to, go for that angle with people.
Running and had, put everything in since then. So it's been really hard because I've never kind of worked in the sales/beauty industry before. So it was really different for me, but I think that has also been a good thing as well. It's really challenged me and it's pushed me, and I've learnt so much, about hair and skincare and the importance of it, and what the right products can do for you versus what other products may be doing that might be harmful to you, especially when you're looking at ingredients. Which I found really interesting. So that's been amazing. I can literally.
That's a little bit confusing. It's like I've found the learning about it. It's been amazing. I can do things with things. Ooh, it's a little bit word salad, okay? And she's got more objections that she's dealing with there. Like I wasn't salesy. There's another objection they're gonna get. Oh, I'm not really into sales. Well, she can say, oh no, I wasn't either. And but I felt really supported in that process and blah blah blah. I'm not giving her shit. I'm just saying that's what a lot of them say. It's when you can see it happening in front of you and you're like, oh, someone has taken advantage of you and you are really, you're deep in.
Work from my phone. I can be at home in bed, if I'm having a sleep in. I can do all of that. It's allowed me to now basically work from home. I'm doing a couple of other things on the side, but it's allowed me, to work from home to.
There's another objection you're going to get. It's like, oh, well, I don't have time to do it. Well, it's okay. You can do it in little pockets of time. You can do it while you're in bed. And, we've got this person here saying that's when they were in their pajamas. They're in bed doing this. It's like, well, if she can do that, you can do it too. So it's more objections. This is all just about, putting out what you can counter when people say, oh, I'm not interested because of reason X, okay? You are going to get all of this back at you, all right? And if you're not a very strong-willed person, you're going to buy it.
Work my schedule in around Jake, my partner. If we want to go away, which we are in a couple of weeks, we're going to Tassie, and I don't have to take leave or let anyone know, kind of thing. It's just more working my own schedule around our plans. It's also helped my exposure online, which I think is something that not a lot of people think about. But
well, also she said that she still has some side hustles before, and it's like, well, is Monat not making enough money for you to have those, to let the side hustles go? And the other thing she talked about is being able to go on holidays. Well, you know what? I get a lot of holidays as a teacher, and they're always at the same time. And sometimes I do have to do work. The other day when I first filmed this video, this is my second filming, I was working on school stuff all day. I went into work, and it's just part of being a teacher, really. But again, it's on my own terms. I'm at home, I'm in my PJs, the dogs are closed, it's like there are other ways. And you know, I've seen online that there are people who are working from home and doing this for a legitimate wage, for a salaried position, for a position with benefits, etc., etc. They're out there, people, okay?
For me,
Oh, and I was going to say also, well, I'm going to keep an eye on her to see if she has to work during her trip to Tasmania, because generally when I go away, I don't have to work on my work. Although when I went to Brisbane last week, I didn't do any schoolwork. I might have done a little mini bit of like school shopping where I was like, ooh, I like those highlighters or something like that. Yes, that's my excitement. I like those highlighters.
me finishing my Bachelor of Nutrition, eventually I would like to have my own business. So building, an online community is another thing that's important to me. I know a lot of people think, oh, you're just posting on Instagram every day to, show people what you're doing. And yeah, partly it is because of that, but partly, you want to build that community and that following and group of people who are engaging and interested in, what you do and what you have to offer and the education that you have to give. So that's another really important thing for me when I do start my own business, in that
You can get so much information for free on YouTube and on the platforms themselves about how to monetize your Instagram, how to monetize all of your socials. All right, you do not need an MLM to learn how to do that, or to even get the courage to do that. Okay, you could even pay a little course fee for somebody, but please check their credentials, because half the time there are other MLMers like trying to make their side income because the actual MLM's not giving them enough money to live. Sorry, I'm stopped it heaps of times. I'll let it run for a bit now.
field as well, and having people there. So building that has been another benefit of it. It's also built my confidence so much. If you had have asked me to get on and do a live on Instagram, like a year ago, I would have been like, no freaking way. Like if I accidentally click live, but you know what I mean? Ah!
Like, oh my God, I need a bucket. Like, so
Yeah. Yeah.
Same TBH.
100%. So it's built my confidence a lot, my discipline, my resilience, everything. Working in sales is really hard. But it's also so rewarding. And when you work for a company like this, that do reward you well, and they, and they are, communicating with you all the time, and they're investing in their business partners with trainings and, rewarding us in all these different ways. It really does make it so rewarding and so worth it as well. What else did I write down?
I did just say I was going to stop it, but she just said the word reward many, many times. Okay, that is another maybe little weasel word for them. Is that what they're telling them to do at Monat Corporate? Make sure you say reward lots of times. Make sure you highlight the rewards. We don't know what the training is saying. It's another weasel word. Okay, rewards. But then you also have to be okay with the, not being an intrinsic reward. You have to be, like okay with the reward is self-confidence or whatever.
Community, that's another thing that's been incredible. I've made so many friends since starting with this company, and like you and me, when we met the other night, there's a girl that I used to work with, Lizzie. She used to work at the hospital that I was at as well. She's now in Sydney, but we've kept in contact, and now we're working together through this. So it's been amazing. There's some really incredible girls, and
That really sucks to hear that, like, there are people who are falling for this and thinking that it's going to be an opportunity that is good for them, but it's like Monat know that they've got good sales tactics in recruiting, because these people, they are the ones who sell it.
going to those events and meeting all those other women in real life and seeing, how the business has changed their life and what it's doing for them now and how they're making it work. Being a mum or being already a business owner and fitting everything into that is just, it's so inspiring, and it makes you want to push harder and, do really well. And, it challenges you and you enjoy, I suppose, being around, all of those women who have that same mindset and that same drive as you. So, yeah, it's been crazy, but it's been amazing, and I wouldn't change a single thing. It's really pushed me, and I love that so much about it. And my goals, I suppose, founders, get those founders shares.
Yes.
That's life changing, honestly. For anyone, for the girls who are already Asia Pacific founders, I know that that's impacted them in such a huge way. To be paid out founder shares quarterly, like that's a huge amount of money that would change anyone's life. So
So I have to do a little bit of a thingamabob about founders after this, just to work out how it works. But like the Monat in America, it's going down. Okay, they're having major leaders leave, like Veronica Bay, who's not a very nice person anyway. And yeah, like I think there'll be more to come, and I think they've had their best days in America, and so that's why they really are focusing on places like Australia, because we're untouched, sort of, and the founders are all about being some of the first people to sign up in Australia. Like they only announced they were coming to Australia last year in October, and yeah, like I just don't think it's as lucrative as it's going to be, because Monat's the heady days are over. It's on a decline. The rats are fleeing the seas. All right, they are. It's gonna be all over Red Rover for them.
So I'm pushing for that, and I'm really pushing for this long term and to really build that residual income as well. I think that's two things that are pretty important to me, especially.
Residual income is when you don't actually work for it. You're working like practically all the time for this.
Especially when I have a family, and I will have other things on the side too, to kind of hustle now and work hard now, and then have that, further down the track where potentially I don't have to be working as hard or as late or as early, kind of thing. It's going to be, that's what I'm working towards. That's going to be really important for me in the future. So.
You're so amazing. Far out. That's so cool. It's so cool, babe. Like the fact that you found this so early on, like the product's launched, October last year, and you just dove in head first. Like so many people like hesitate, but you just jumped in without any experience whatsoever. Like you said, it was really scary, but you just could see the potential, and that's just so amazing. Oh, go Mads. Well, my story,
Sorry,
my story is totally different. That go.
I was just going to add, that was the other thing as well. We're so new in Australia, and I don't think that people realize how much the beauty industry and the wellness industry is growing, especially around that whole vegan and natural side of things. Like it's going to be incredible. So I'm really excited to see where we go with this. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Yes. Bring on founders.
I know.
We've got some toxic positivity. I'm making pom-poms, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing. It's for my Dracula costume, but the person it's for has not been eliminated yet. Now let's talk about, look, vegan, like I said, vegan haircare. The market is already out there, and it's like, you're amazing, blah, blah, blah. It feels very repetitive.
Well, my story is completely different. I have worked in network marketing before. And I had actually been following an amazing woman, inspiring mama online. And every time I saw her sharing the products in her stories, she would talk about, what she would be using that day and that sort of thing. And I had a real genuine interest in using the products for myself. So I had no interest in joining the company. I was really happy where I was doing really well. But the moment October hit, no, was it September hit, and she announced that we were coming to Australia, she told me about the founders opportunity, so the opportunity to earn shares in the company. I had to take a deeper look at it. So I did my research and thought, oh my God, A, I want to use these products. B, I get to work with women. And C, I've never seen a company come into a country. There's my freaking dog. I knew he'd go off. I'm seeing him sunbake over there in the sun. I've never seen a company come into another country like this and launch like they have.
Okay, so what further research did you do? Who did you do it with? Where did you go? What was it through? And around the time when they announced that they were going to Australia, it was a nuts. The American Huns were out, talking and doing opportunity calls because they know that getting a founder underneath them from America is going to be really good for them. Okay, they know that. And because it gets them, the bonuses. All right, it's not about that. It's not about community. It's not about anything except for money for those top people. Okay, that's what happens. That's how it happens. And um and she was in another MLM, so she was, easily persuaded. I was trying to look yesterday. I think she might have been in Kangan. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yeah, it has been absolutely incredible. I decided to take a huge leap and start from scratch. And just working with these products, it's just such an easy conversation to have. Hey, babe, like when you've got products that actually work and you've got products that women everywhere, even guys, they want and need, like everyone washes their hair, uses skincare at some point, and it was just a no-brainer. And so what I found with this particular company.
So I love when they say it's a no-brainer. It's like, well, did you use your brain at all? Because, yeah, most people with hair wash it, okay? But then I want to pay, like, the price that you're asking for it. And then the other thing for skincare, okay, you don't want to pay the big prices for that either. You can get everything so much cheaper, so much cheaper. Ooh.
Like you talked about, was the community of women, the training we get access to, the support. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. And I have been a part of this industry since my second daughter was a newborn. So it's completely blown me away. And the fact that we get to build this online around what we're already doing, around our families, like we've got mamas, we've got so many different people. It's been super rewarding. And like you said, the fact that we get to, so anyone that joins as a market partner from last October until this October has the ability to earn shares in the company. So this is a $1 billion company. We get to earn shares in the Asia Pacific region. And to me, when I did the numbers, that was huge because we've literally just opened in Australia so far. So I'm like hoping that next will be New Zealand, and we've got a few other Asia countries to open. And yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if this actually happens because of how much they're tanking in America. I mean, I can imagine they're trying to rush that at the moment. And also, I work in a big community of women as a teacher as well, and I have a pretty good support system of people who are women. You know, I didn't need an MLM to have that. And the training, I don't know if this is meant to be a training. I can't remember if it's on the thing or whether it was just a little opportunity call or whatever.
When you've got a product that works, it's a no-brainer. And so, yeah, it's so exciting.
It is so exciting. So exciting.
Am I cutting out?
A little bit.
Today?
But they're coming back.
Oh.
I've got you.
Awkward.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess when we talked about, events the other day, even, I feel like, if anyone is interested, either maybe you're not interested in the business at all, perhaps you want to take a look at the products. We do have samples, we do have the products at home. So whether you want to pop over, we can do a wash, or we can send off some samples, that sort of thing. We do have access to our own online consultation forms that you can fill in, and we can send some recommendations over. But is there anything you want to touch on?
I think we pretty much covered everything, really. But basically, if you are interested in either, anyone could do this. It might be for you, it might not. Otherwise, if you are interested in the products, reach out to one of us and we can go through a hair or skin consult with you, kind of give you some recommendations on which products we think would be best suited to you. They can all be customized to, your specific needs. So say if you've got, if you're experiencing hair loss or hair thinning, or dry itchy scalp, that kind of thing, all those specifics, we can customize the products based on those as well. So
can I just remind you that this person is not an expert in this field? They've just learned by being in an MLM. Not sure what the other person did before, but as a nurse, I don't know. She even said she didn't have any knowledge of the beauty industry, so it's interesting that they can now recommend products.
if you are interested in any of that, just reach out and we can help you.
What's your favorite product, babe?
Oh, that's a tough one. I really think the vitamin C serum, it just does it for me.
Yeah.
Every single day I get such a nice glow. It's helped reduce the redness in my cheeks because I have rosacea. You can still see a little bit, but it used to be a lot worse than this, and it's really helped. So that's probably my favorite. What about you?
Yeah. Oh gosh. What's my favorite? I think the hyaluronic serum.
Yeah.
And the night cream.
Yeah.
And obviously the oil.
That's true.
The oil's just, everyone needs the oil.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I always say to people, I came to care and I just lost my mind over the skincare. It's been,
100%.
Amazing.
I thought she was going to say Rejuvenate for sure, just because her hair was so shiny. But, I've got a pretty good vitamin C serum from, what's the place? It's the one you can buy at Woolworths. Can't remember the name of it. But I will pop it up somewhere when I find it. And I've also got another hyaluronic acid in a similar one as well. Oh, I think it's in Raw. Yeah, Raw. This one's not. This one is the super infused body activate ME face moisturizer, and it's got the Kakadu plum. I'm pretty sure. Does it have a package? What does it say? But it's not tested on animals. I'm pretty sure that Raw is also vegan. Yeah. Not very expensive, and I've also got a couple of from that same brand. So you can get it cheaper even in crappy old my town,
100%. Yeah,
Love.
I agree. Well, it was so nice.
Yay,
So
you too, babe.
it's amazing. You still kill it. Incredible.
Oh, we're all doing it together, and I'm just so grateful that we get to do this and that we get to connect. And when you're working with people or women that are on the same page, I don't know, just the conversation's different, and it just feels really nice, and
100%.
feeling super grateful. And thank you for your time today.
I hope you have a nice afternoon.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, I'll talk to you soon. See you, Mads. Bye,
See ya.
babe.
Bye.
Sorry, I'm just laughing.
All right, there we have it. Yeah, look, I know that it looks like it's a great opportunity, and you can do the things at home. You can work anytime, and you don't have to be in the industry. Everybody washes their hair. It's a consumable product. Okay, and we're vegan. There's so many things that they have to say. It's like if your product was good, you wouldn't have to talk about it so much. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just seems just desperate and stupid sometimes. But look, watch out, young ones. Okay, they're looking for you as you head into the workforce after finishing uni, feeling a little bit, like, oh, the industry that I have trained for wasn't what I was promised or thought it was, or whatever, and that sucks because even though going to university in Australia is much cheaper than America, it still really sucks that people are, not actually pursuing what they've studied. I can understand it. Look, I totally can. Especially because I've seen quite a few people drop out of teaching who were my students, and I'm like, being a teacher is amazing. I wish they'd sort of stuck it out, But be on the lookout for anyone saying, you can have founder shares, because they're going to step it up in as it comes up to October, that's for sure. But like I said, it's not as lucrative as it seems. It's all just a trap to get you in the pyramid, to get your money, to get your starter pack, to get your, advertising for free for these products, which are ridiculously overpriced and you can get cheaper elsewhere. All right. Please like and subscribe. I've made 3 pom-poms now. I had really bad scissors, but these scissors are good. They were $1.50, no, $1.80 from Daiso. I'm not sure why I didn't actually say goodbye, but here I am saying goodbye. Thanks for watching again, and coming up soon is going to be a video which goes over the Monat Australia compensation plan and a little look at the income disclosure statement which they released a few months ago. Keep your eye out for that, and see you next time.